Woo. Look at those little fluffy little clouds. Little fluffy little clouds growing in that oven. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. What's up, everyone? Chef Jean-Paul here. We are going to be making a gas station style Cajun breakfast sandwich. You've traveled around Louisiana, you know that gas stations have some of the best foods in the state. A lot of times you'll find these biscuit sandwiches wrapped up in foil, sitting underneath the heat lamp. And to be honest with you, they're average at best, but they fill the belly after a cold hunt. I'm gonna show you how to make this Cajun style gas station breakfast sandwich with a little elevated touch. I have some Varon smoked sausage here that I'm gonna use in lieu of bacon. I'm gonna have some eggs, and I got some plain old good yellow American cheese. I got self-rising flour, because who likes measuring all those baking soda and baking powders and salt? Use White Lily, use their self-rising flour, it's perfect, and then all you need is butter and buttermilk to create a really phenomenal biscuit. First, I like to account for 1 stick of butter for every cup of flour that I use. It's a good idea, if you have the time and the tools to do it, is to sift your flour. You don't want to stuff your measuring cup into the flour and just pack it in. Layer that flour, and that's 1 cup. You can kind of do like this, just aerate it out. Like, look how nice and airy that flour looks right now. Nice little trick is to grade your butter. If your butter is really cold, the fork works best. But then once it gets kind of mixed enough, you can kind of take your hands, kind of smash that butter into that flour. Almost looks like grated cheese. That's where I want to be. I like to just add my buttermilk in, stir, stir, stir. I'm gonna take my hands and just kind of lift it up. That's looking pretty good. Do a nice layer right on my work surface of flour. Take all of that dough, heap it up in a big old ball. I'm gonna get a little bit of flour on top, a little sprinkle. Try to just kind of start using my hands to wrap around. Then you just press gently down. I want some structure to this biscuit because it's gonna be a sandwich that I'm gonna eat with my hands. For this, I wanna give it kind of like a trifold, where I go a third this way, a third this way. Now I'll do the same coming from this way. A third coming right here, a third this way. Want that process one more time. For me, I'm gonna do 1 more, so that's 3. Boom, and boom. So we have 3 sticks of butter, 3 cups of flour, and I got 3 folds on that biscuit dough. But I work my sides and to work that gluten just a little bit more. Then I'll just form this into almost a rectangle. See that right there? That's butter. That's gonna get drizzled onto this biscuit, and all those little dimples and crevices that my hands are forming help that butter settle right into there. I have my knife here. I'm gonna give it a little flour. So I'm gonna just kind of score my biscuit to go right down the middle. Score it here and then here. And I'm just gonna cut straight through. All right. My oven has been preheated to 425. Hit them with a little bit of duck fat on the bottom. I want these to be a little softer around the edges. You can see the layers here close together so they can kind of bake almost into each other. Teaspoon of good salt to that, and just give it a good spread on each one. Hey everyone, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this content, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. We're still a long way from our goal of 30,000 subscribers, but I know we can do it with the help of you smashing that subscribe button. Thank y'all. I'm gonna start getting ready what actually goes inside the biscuit. Smoked sausage, egg, cheese, and I think I'm gonna whip up a little sauce. I'm just gonna add my sausage right into the bottom of the pan. If you have a weight, this is a good time to use it, just to keep that sausage nice and flat. This is our 10-minute check right here. Oh Lord, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, they're still pretty gooey in the center. Look how delicious they look though. I'm gonna say they probably need another 4 minutes or so. Sausage is good to go. I'm gonna take that out. Now, this is where my eggs come in. Ring mold, center of the pan. Depending on how big your eggs are, we'll see. I like to put a little ghee right there. I like to pop my egg right in the center of this ring mold. I'm gonna do 2 eggs in there because this is a big biscuit sandwich. I like to just break them and just kind of stir them around. Salt, a little pepper, and then take my, what is this called? My press, my skillet weight, right, and just go right over the top as a lid, just so that egg can kind of steam underneath it. For this sauce, I'm gonna keep it really simple, right? I'm gonna make a mayonnaise-based sauce, and I'm gonna use some green onion and hot sauce to flavor it. I'm just gonna go right into this bowl. There's some mayonnaise right in the bowl, like that. Some hot sauce, and just give this a mix. Now watch what I do here. Very carefully, I'm just gonna take it and go around the sides of my egg. So, there you go. Just take that off. Y'all thought I was gonna add some fancy cheese? Nah, boy. For better or for worse, it kinda acts like a glue, right? It sticks to that biscuit, it's gonna stick to the rest of the ingredients, really bind that stuff together. Oh, the color is perfect on them. I still feel like they need a little time. Couple more minutes. I'm calling it. Biscuits are done. I'm feeling it. They better be done. Coming out. They look beautiful. They look exactly how you want them to be. The butter is hot, and I just hit it right down the center. Just let it get all in those biscuits. Soak in. Oh, mamma mia. Which one do you think your boy's going for? That one right there. Yep. I'm gonna pop this open. I'm going sauce on the bottom, sauce on the top. Sausage right there. I'm going secret sauce. Ooh, what is it? Well, this is maple syrup, and I'm just gonna give it a little tiny drizzle right on top of the sausage. And then what do you think's gonna go on, huh? That 2-piece fried egg with American cheese. Seriously, y'all ain't never been to a gas station and seen a biscuit that looked like that, huh? For good reason. This is a Jean Paul biscuit. I'm loving it right here. I'm afraid to bite into this thing. Get you a piece of aluminum foil like that once you cut it. And instead of biting into it just right now, give it a wrap. Give it a nice tight wrap. And then just let that sit for 5 minutes. I almost can't even wait. Just give it a couple more minutes before I open it up. I mean, I'm just loving the way this is feeling right now. Look at that. How it just kind of came back together. Let's do it. Incredible bite right there. And look, it's all holding together. If you're not gonna cook it, go to Louisiana. Stop by a gas station. Get you a biscuit. My name's Chef Jean Paul. I'm out. Oh my goodness.